Back here again, and I'm not going to shy away from these areas, and I try to encourage my students to do the same thing. I had one student tell me, well, I left that area alone. I did a great massage in all the other areas. And I said, so I wrote him back and said, Tom, I didn't teach you to run away from problems. I taught you in my program to fix problems. So I'm not really excited with the fact that you left it undone. And so that's what we do. We're here to fix problems, and that's, you haven't done the massage if you haven't fixed a problem. This is not about making the horse feel fluffy or loving you. It's about the horse loving life and performing with its owner, or just simply having a good time and not be limited through pain. Okay, so we cleared that. It appears, we'll see. I'm doing a sedation, I'm doing a rotation and a sedation technique at the acupressure points. The sedation drains off tension at the acupressure point and stagnant energy. You can sum up health in 3 words: emotion, dis-ease, and disease. I talk about this in my video. I talk a lot about it in my schools where my students are going, oh, here we go again. But the natural state of dynamic, passionate health is emotion, just full of, like little children, full of wonderment. When that emotion gets slowed down and put into a state of dis-ease, it stays there for a while, it becomes eventually a disease. All right? All disease is the emotion made or put in a state of dis-ease, not moving with the freedom. So we clear these problems. Some of them are stubborn, but we get them all. And of course there are some things that are out of our realm, and we have to use the acupuncture or chiropractic. But we use all of it. In the real world of sports with human beings, if you were to go to Colorado Springs, to the Olympic training facility, you'd find acupuncture, massage, chiropractic, shrinks, nutrition, anything and everything is going to be there. We use that in our human athletes, but somehow we've not quite got the picture yet that we're supposed to use it in our equine athletes. As the Greeks used to say, the athlete that does not use massage is the average man. Well, the horse that does not use massage because of its owner's ignorance, maybe they just don't know, is a horse that is going to come up with problems sooner than it should, and it's not going to perform on the level of horses that are getting acupuncture, chiropractic, and massage. So all this stuff is available, and all this stuff needs to be used. All right, it appears we cleared that point. So now I'm going to do a little cross fiber around the withers in the shoulder area, right where the saddle goes in. It's a good place to find tight fibers. Tight spot right here. Okay. So sometimes, I remember one horse I worked on, all I could do was cross fiber, nothing else would work. And the horse wouldn't stand. But when I got into cross fiber, the horse loved it. So that was a technique of choice. So not only do we do shiatsu, but we also teach sports massage techniques in my program. And cross fiber is a very important and easy to learn technique. Okay, and then in this area is an acupressure point, a key point right in here. And sometimes you'll feel fiber in there, so we break up that fiber. We give better movement into the hip area. Okay, we'll do a little kneading. We'll soften up the muscle a little bit more. Okay, from here I'm going to go into the shoulder area. So we go into percussion. Good thing I'm not talking like I said, right? I guess that's what happens when you're a teacher. You got a lot to say. I don't know if I talk in my sleep or not. I remember one time I was snoring, and I snored so loud I woke myself up. Now, what I'm doing here, I was listening to the horse's breathing pattern, and it went kind of sporadic, and then it softened up and went shallow. So that's what I wanted to hear, a little adjustment there. I tell all my students, the difference between a good massage and a great massage is a good massage comes out of your thinking textbook. Great massage comes out of intuition and just simply feeling. And emptying your garbage, just like the computer. You gotta go to you gotta clean out your computer sometime and then empty the garbage can. Well, the way my program is set up, you live in the mountains, 3,200 foot elevation looking out to the beautiful Pacific Ocean, about a mile and a half off the ocean, in a really a nice camping situation. And we come down here to Treebone, we have, if you look over there, you're going to see an organic garden, and that's what we eat in the evening, is foods that are alive. One of my students last night had a strawberry, it looked like it was green. She says, this is the sweetest strawberry I've ever eaten. And the soil here is pristine, and there's a lot of care that goes into this garden. If you go into my website where it says what's for dinner in the school tour, you're going to click onto Treebone's website, the yurt camping area. Then you're going to be able to take a little tour of what they have here. But all this lends itself to massaging the heart, softening the heart, getting in contact, like no cell phone calls coming in on a regular basis. You're learning such exciting subjects that you're not thinking about all the time what's going on back home. Pretty soon you don't want to go home. And I encourage my students to dream. I encourage them to be compassionate about life. Well, I create the environment, and usually by the end of the week the environment is starting to create them. And that's just a good rule of thumb. If you want to improve your life, you create a better environment and you get into it and you become that environment. Or you can just be careless and just let yourself hang around with losers and low life and people who are going nowhere, and you'll become that eventually. Your standards will change. It always does. Nothing stays permanent until it's dead. Right? You're not dead yet, are you? The legs are very important, especially on horses that have shoes. And you'll notice with horses with shoes, when you go down their legs from about here down, it's going to get very cold because of the shoe. There's no circulation in the foot, or very little. Now, the question I ask my students is, how many hearts does a horse have? And they go, uh-oh, what's he talking about? 5. Horse has 5 hearts. Got the main heart, and each foot is a blood pump. Movement of that foot squirts blood up the leg. When you feel these horses, they're warm. You feel the legs of horses that have shoes on, they're cold. That means these pumps are disabled. So now the main heart has to take over and do the job that these guys aren't able to do anymore because the shoe locks that foot into position. It doesn't contract and expand. And so these things are nice to know. I've had people come to my program that did feed of horses, and they go, I can't believe it. You know, all the things I learned, in light of what you're saying, they don't make a bit of sense now. And what you're saying makes all the sense in the world. Remember, form, function, design. Horses did not evolve. I'm going to make that crystal clear, and that's easily provable. Horses did not evolve. They came with a form, function, and design. When you mess with the form or the function or the design, you mess with the integrity of whatever it is.